Welcome back to the CC Farm. Hello, family. Again.
Your battery's about to die.
Honey, stop. No, I'm kidding. We're doing a reenactment of our last video. My period hormones are getting to me. So, I don't know if you could tell or not, but I haven't been feeling that great, sadly. So today we really have like done.
Lay down.
We really have like done nothing today. This morning I grabbed 5 eggs. Oh, here come the girls, and they are running because they see the chicken coop door open. Let's go close that. Yeah, they do. Oh yeah. So yeah, we haven't been feeling that great. So we haven't done really much of anything today. Today's video is kind of just going to be a sit down outside with us, kind of get to know us, and that'd be pretty much it, just because we haven't been feeling that great, but we do still want to get videos out for you guys, and for us. We like doing this, so we're doing a sit down video. We haven't been feeling good, so we haven't been doing much today at all.
Yeah, unfortunately not a lot, actually. I mean, I did a little yesterday, but today just kind of feeling worse. And I blame traveling to the city. Because I haven't been sick since we've been out here.
Yeah.
And we go to Cleveland, and boom, there it is.
Boom, there it is. Yeah, so... And I, like, never get sick. I just kind of have a stuffed nose. And my head has a lot of pressure. But other than that, if you stay till the end, you'll get to see me do simply saline.
She's gonna flush her nose.
Yeah, Colton didn't want to be recorded doing it, but I don't mind.
It's not a pretty sight.
It's okay. If you don't like disgusting things, don't stay to the end. Don't watch the end. But
yep. But if you're a pimple popping, loving kind of person,
like me. I'm not a snot loving person, but I'd stay if there was pimple popping happening.
Mm-hmm. I know you would.
Yes.
That's a kind of a weird addition to the Homesteading channel.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, I guess we'll just start off with kind of do a where you're from, why do you want to move out here, what did you think it was gonna be like versus what it actually is, do you enjoy, just kind of give a get to know you type situation. You can even throw in there part of your testimony too. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll let you go first and then.
Oh, I get the honors.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we should be doing like interview style, like ask me a question.
Oh, you want me to ask you questions?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. All right, Colton. So, tell us, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Florida, just like you. And
I'm not from Florida.
Born and raised. My mom and dad are from New York. Don't know too much further back than that, where everybody else is from. But they're from New York. They moved to Florida, had children, and so me and my 2 sisters were all born in Florida. So.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 25, born in 1998 on March the 2nd.
March the 2nd. That's my baby. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you were born in Florida. Your parents moved from New York. You're 25. And at what age did you, just think that, especially living in Florida, living in the city, at what age did you really think, wow, I want to move to the country? Or even more so Tennessee?
Probably the first time I visited Tennessee, I feel like that's probably most common with people who say like they're from Florida or from a different state who visit Tennessee. They're like, wow, we love Tennessee. And same with everybody else, where everybody else is from. They they visit a place and like, wow, this is so much different and cool, neater than where I'm from. So maybe I want to move here one day. But Tennessee definitely was the top choice for me. Just visiting as a kid, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, all the main tourist attractions that have blown up since I was a kid. Is actually a lot more peaceful to visit when I was a kid than it is now.
Yeah.
But still love those areas and Tennessee, East Tennessee. I haven't visited much of other Tennessee, so it's kind of like I love Tennessee, but it's probably East Tennessee. I don't really know what the other parts of Tennessee are like. I love the mountains, so I like it here.
Yeah. So vacationing is what really
Yeah.
made you think, oh, Tennessee would be a great option.
Yeah, I thought it was a great option, but as a kid, you don't really ever know how life's gonna play out and how you're gonna get to do those things. A lot of the times you kind of just are like, well, I'm here, my family's here, I'm kind of stuck here, sort of thing. So, and you don't like put a lot of pressure on moving out of that hometown or wherever you're living.
Okay, perfect. And because this is the Christ-centered farm, now that we have a little back history of your life, what age, when did you come to know God? Did you grow up in church, or was this something you found as an adult, teenager? Or kind of give us a little back into your finding Jesus.
Well, to start off, you're going to have to keep watching because my throat is not feeling good after talking as much as I did previously. So that is the end of our journey today.
End of his journey. I can talk now. Maybe he'll be able to talk. So stay tuned for that next question for Colton about his journey finding Jesus. But I'll kind of give you my backstory now. So I'm from Tennessee, originally from Tennessee, East Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee. And then I did end up moving to Florida, unfortunately. Lived in this city in Florida, never liked it, living in Florida, but, so yeah. From Tennessee, moved to Florida, lived in Florida a while, but I've always had the desire to come back to my hometown, which is where, when we moved from Florida, that's where we moved back to, was Cleveland. Which was so awesome because all my family's there and everything. So, yes, I absolutely adore it there. But anyway, so I always wanted to come back to Tennessee. Honey. Are you interested in my story or not?
I just don't feel good.
I know, but you need to look this way.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. Do you guys see this? I'm not editing any of this out. At least you guys are listening to me. I'm kidding. But anyway, so yeah, I lived in Florida. I always had the desire to come back. So once we met, honestly, we got married before it was even something we talked about. So praise the Lord that we both had the same desire to live in the country, to live in Tennessee specifically because that's where I'm from and that's where I wanted to come back to. So thank goodness that he really liked Tennessee and grew up vacationing in Tennessee. So it kind of worked out perfectly that we both had that same desire. Now, he did have a job at the time when we had bought a duplex in Florida and we were considering selling it and moving. But he had a really good job that he liked and that he didn't want to leave. And of course I was like, who cares? Let's just go, that's where we want to be. Yada yada. So, come and have it found, he ended up getting fired. So, I mean, it worked out. God really opened the doors, because we had tried many times before this time, before we actually moved to Tennessee, but every single time that we literally tried thinking of every possible way to get up here, and it was just not happening. But God really did open the doors this time. And he got fired. We sold our house. We were able to pocket some money, and then we moved to Cleveland, lived in an apartment, and then was just looking on Zillow for some land, and we happened to find where we live now, which we won't say, but it's been great. We love it out here. It's hard. I would say I expected it to be like this personally. I knew that it was going to be challenging just because you don't have electricity, all the normal things we're used to. So,
Nor do we know a whole lot about it.
yeah.
And you can do a lot of research, but it's not as easy. Even having that research and watching videos, a big part of it is just hands-on, trying and learning from others in person, and growing with the community and people that you have around you.
Mm-hmm.
The research and the videos are great help and do help with a lot of things. But there's always circumstances that you can run into that you might not have saw in that video or whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it definitely has its challenges living out here on the farm, because we don't have electricity, we don't have water, we don't have anything. We live in a pop-up camper, but we're extremely blessed because the Lord, just being able to even do this and be out here now is a blessing. And like the Lord blessed us with a truck. I mean, it worked out great, and he's such a good God. He's taken care of us so much, and care of our animals. Oh my gosh, there's been so many times our animals like should have died because of something, but they didn't, and the Lord healed them or protected them, and he's just been so good to us. But so yeah, I expected it to be like this. To a degree. Obviously, I didn't expect every single thing that's already happened, because obviously I don't know. But it has been hard, but rewarding. And it's a good hard, I would say. And sometimes you may feel overwhelmed or get stressed out. But I'm more so, when it comes to the land, like this, I don't really get stressed out. That's more Colton gets stressed out in regards to things like that. And that's the good thing, is because we're able to balance each other. Because I get stressed out in other areas that he doesn't. So, but anyways, but we love it. I think overall it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah.
I do love it. I get stressed out. That's just the flesh.
Yeah.
Things have been very time consuming, and it's important to stay close to God in situations like this, because you move further away, it's just going to get harder for you. And I've experienced that. It's been a journey and a walk, and I'm still learning and growing and trying to figure out how to do that, and I need to. But being here, it is more all about being reliant on God, because there's the weather, the food, the electricity, all these things that we have and easy access to in the city aren't as easily available to us. And if you don't have a lot of money, like we don't right now at all, you have to learn, and you're kind of forced to learn how to not just be reliant on the land. You're really relying on God to provide that from the land and from other things around you that you have, like the trees for firewood to burn to make food over fires, or the water,
The berries, the fruits,
the water. I mean, all of our drinking water is from a mountain spring. I mean, thankfully we can drive, and obviously there's some great things and benefits that the world has. We're not against using.
Yeah.
We love having our vehicles, and we're blessed to have a lot of the things we do.
Vehicles, we only have one.
Yeah, one vehicle.
But, I mean, we have had other vehicles, but also, if those do go to tar, we do have some horses, so. One good working horse that we could use, but anyways, that was just, oh my goodness, one of the chickens better not knock the camera over. Not sure which one that is. She's tempted.
But living out here, you definitely learn that your value is more than that of the sparrow or the chicken.
Or the chicken. Yeah. So it's a blessing. God is good. And I would say out here it is harder, which I didn't expect that. That's one thing I didn't expect. Is it's harder for me to get into my word. Or to set time aside to get into the word. Because we wake up, we lay there for a second. I make food, I come out, I start dealing with stuff out here, or sitting out here.
Yeah.
You know, before when we were in the apartment, I'd wake up, be slow, you know, you have everything right there, so I didn't have animals to take care of, so it was just like sit down, read my Bible, go on YouTube, whatever. But now that, you know, we have these animals and things to work on here, but that aside, it doesn't matter how many things you have. If you have 20 kids, 100, a full ranch, like, it's so important and it's necessary to set that time aside for God, and because He deserves it, and we would have nothing, none of us, without Him. So
Go.
all right, let's see. Tell it like this.
Yep.
Wait, it's
What?
like going in my mouth.
That's okay. Just keep doing it. It'll eventually work its way out your nose.
Oh my gosh,
Ew.
it's making me sneeze. Am I supposed to go still?
Yeah, but you might as well do the other nostril now. But go for a while. Oh yeah, that's working good, looks like. Yeah, it is making you sneeze. Look at that.
I'm snorting.
Good job, honey.
That's enough for me for now.
Alright, that'll be the thumbnail.